Hello there, I would like to offer you my humble opinion of why the WWE is such a sack of poo right now, and why Raw just got a 2.5 rating, the worst rating in 15 years. I would like to take you back in time to 1997 and the year prior 96 and one after 98, and why those 3 years were so excellent. It was not because they were edgy and the Attitude Era was around, it was because there was good booking, and this is for me the biggest problem with the WWE right now. Back then, those 3 years were so great is because you could see the progression and the rise to stardom of wrestlers such as The Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, Triple H, and when they won the title, it meant something. When HBK won the belt at WrestleMania 12, that was an incredible moment. That was like 9 years of hard work paying off. And in complete contrast today, Sheamus wins the WWF title a month after his first pay-per-view. I love Daniel Bryan, he's a great wrestler, but he wins the title from nowhere. He has 3 pay-per-view appearances in 2011. 1 when he wins Money in the Bank, 2 he loses at SummerSlam to Wade Barrett, and 3 all of a sudden he wins apparently the second biggest belt equal to the WWF title in the business out of nowhere. And the booking is just complete bullshit. Why should I give a shit when Sheamus wins the belt a month after his pay-per-view if he hasn't earned it? This is what's seriously the problem with the WWE right now. They keep on pushing people for no reason. Last year, you look at the World Heavyweight Championship. Who were champions? Christian, Mark Henry. Where are they now? The WWE title, Rey Mysterio, The Miz. Where are they right now? Nowhere. You keep on giving the belt to people who haven't earned it, and this is the biggest problem with the WWE right now. It's not necessarily the fact that it's not PG, which is a bad thing. It's because there's absolutely no consistency. People like Sheamus have had the belt just the whole time, and we all know he's going to keep it, so why do I care? The WWE needs Sheamus or something like that, or Punk even, to lose the belt, to get screwed over, and then maybe win it back at WrestleMania. Go back to 2002 when Brock Lesnar won his first belt at SummerSlam. He lost it at Survivor Series just 3 months after it to the Big Show, who no way did he deserve the belt. But the whole point of it was so that Brock Lesnar could win it back in WrestleMania, and that was really intelligent booking. You could say the same thing about Stone Cold, getting screwed over left, right, and center, and then winning the title back at WrestleMania 15. There is no consistency with the belt, and I just think that the business is just so fucked up right now. I just don't think that anybody really cares or has any knowledge of the history, and they have complete disrespect for the fans, in my opinion. I think one of the problems is the fact that this is now sports entertainment, and as such, kayfabe's completely gone. What I love about wrestling is that I like to imagine that it's real, and that these guys really hate each other, and they really want to fuck each other up. But now you've got team friendship, hug it out and all that kind of shit. I think what's his name? Lance Storm tweeted something like, the day wrestling died is when the fans voted for Kane and Daniel Bryan to hug it out. And I completely think that that's true. This is sports entertainment now, and it's not wrestling. And believe me, I am not a smart. I have never once in my life watched Ring of Honor or TNA. I really do like the sports entertainment factor to an extent. I love the music, the entrance themes, the theatricalness of it all. I really appreciate that. But it's just gone so far to an extent, the wrestling side of it doesn't matter anymore, and that's what draws tickets. That's why people wanted to see Stone Cold win the belt against The Rock in WrestleMania 17, is because after 2 years of getting fucked over by McMahon and an injury, he finally got that thing, and it's that build-up that people care about. It's the wrestling side of it that people care about, and I think that the WWE have completely neglected it. But perhaps the biggest problem of them all is actually what happens behind the scenes with Vince McMahon. Back in the day, Vince McMahon was accountable to nobody else but himself. Not anymore. The WWE became a public limited company, I think, in the early 2000s, so now Vince has to answer to shareholders. Obviously, his fucking bitch wife is running for Senate and destroying the product because of that. So basically, Vince McMahon can't just do the right thing. He has to think about other people, and this is just killing the company off. And I think a good harbinger for that is John Cena staying around. Now, I don't like John Cena. He's a pretty crappy wrestler, but I appreciate him because he can be a very good. He's great at putting people over. You know, a la CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011. You know, no one gets the crowd going more than John Cena, so I do like him. But the fact that he stayed at the top for so long says so much about Vince McMahon not being able to just say fuck Cena, we're going to go and try someone else. He has to stick with Cena because he's safe, he's family friendly, so it's great for Linda. He brings in T-shirts, so it's good for his fucking shareholders he has to answer to, and he can't just say, you know what, we're just going to make CM Punk a star and just see where it gets us. No, he has to rely on the safe bet, and I think this is just completely destroying the company. The fact that CM Punk, as good a wrestler and speaker on the mic as he is, didn't headline a single pay-per-view this year up until when he wrestled John Cena says it all. The WWE are not going to do the brave thing, and this is completely fucking up the product. When I referred to 96, 97 before, what was so great, and I hope this happens again because it could well do, 95 was a horrific year. It was boring as shit, very child friendly, and then bit by bit, 96, 97, you got the odd chair shot, you know, the odd table smashing, you know, you got the Nation of Domination coming in, you got these bit by bit more edgy kind of violent things, dare I say, and that needs to happen right now because there is absolutely no fucking, like, nothing to satisfy adults. And I'm sorry, but kids don't buy shit for themselves, their parents do. The demographic of 20 to 40 year old males, they got a lot of money, they're probably single too, they haven't got a woman holding them back and fucking keeping their dollars and stuff like that. So the business model is complete bullshit, and again, Vince McMahon can't just take a risk. He has to worry about fucking shareholders and his wife, and that is severely fucking up the product. Another reason why the WWE is shit right now is because there are 2 championship belts. I would, in a flash, get rid of the World Heavyweight Championship, perhaps put it up and retire it at WrestleMania, maybe have a cheeky, like, freeway between, like, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus or something like that. It'd be amazing, and, like, just retire it that night. Having one belt means so much because the WWE title, you know, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean jack shit anymore. Back in the day when you won that motherfucking belt, it meant everything. And you hear assholes like Vince Russo saying things like the belt is just a prop. Well, I'm sorry, it's not. That belt is supposed to mean something. That is why when Rock won his first title at Survivor Series in 98, it was like fucking a big deal. It was amazing. When Jeff Hardy won it at Armageddon 09 or 08, that was epic. You know, that, again, back to the booking kind of thing, that was amazing, and that was the wrestling side of it, and that's what really fucking counted. And with 2 belts, it just doesn't matter. Even back in the day when they had 2 belts and the World Heavyweight Championship meant something, it still just about worked. But not really, not to the extent of when, you know, when you won it, you were the #1 guy. And I think getting rid of that belt would be a motherfucking good idea, but it won't happen because, you know, perhaps people see it as fiscally a good idea to keep it, but I don't agree with that. I think having that one belt would make a world of difference. And another thing, one of the reasons why Raw doesn't get so many views is because there's nothing like interesting on it. It's always a one-on-one or a fucking tag team main event. And I think when AJ announced that we're gonna have a tag team match, you know, everyone switched off. When I heard that, I was like, oh fuck, another goddamn tag team match that'll just end in some bullshit, which is exactly what happened. They need to get rid of specialist pay-per-views like TLC and Extreme Rules and spread these kind of matches all around the pay-per-views and on the Raws. Like, if Vince McMahon again wasn't accountable to his fucking wife and the shareholders, next Monday night, he'd straight away have a fucking street fight between CM Punk and Mick Foley, and it would kick ass. And why can't he do that? Because he's got to answer to shit. Yet that is the fucking obvious thing. How awesome would that be? Just a good little Raw thing. And hey, I'd tune in to watch that. Right now, there's nothing on it worth tuning. And for people who say, oh, well, that's a match for pay-per-view. Well, no. Back in the day where the Raw was getting ratings of 7.0, I don't even know what these numbers mean. I live in the UK, you know, 7. What the fuck ever. Back in those days, everything that it was like a pay-per-view. You'd have pay-per-view quality matches every Monday night, so you tune in, and you had title matches, and you had title changes. I remember when I was a kid and I was watching the 2000, the best fucking year ever. I didn't want to miss a SmackDown or a Raw because I was like, I might miss a fucking title win. I might miss Triple H finally winning his belt back. You know, like, you tuned in for shit like that, exciting kind of matches. But now everything is saved for these kind of like weird pay-per-views, like TLC. You know, you get like 4 fucking ladder matches and table matches in one event, and then none across the rest of the year. Or Hell in a Cell, you know, which is coming up soon. It's just complete madness. And again, it's a kind of business decision, but it's not working, this business, and it's just evident. And you know, you can't. I know Vince McMahon's a Republican. He likes to think everything is fucking all about the money and the hard fucking facts. Well, no. Wrestling is an art form. It's theater. It's like genius. It's beautiful. And you need some of that creative shit. You need to fucking take risks and do something think outside of the box. Right now, Vince McMahon is just a corporate shrill, and the WWE right now is so shit, and I'm gutted by it. But it probably won't change. All I can say is, I hope to fucking God Linda McMahon loses that Senate, because if she doesn't, God knows what's going to happen, man. I'm really scared, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to make some cool new videos as well, so keep posted, man, and yeah. Thank you very much.